Hey, what's up, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time, I'm going to tell you a pretty crazy story, in my opinion. This story takes place about 7 months ago. I was hanging out with one of my good friends. We were just driving around listening to music. It was like 9 at night. And this was my friend who I would always go to abandoned buildings with and explore stuff with and just kind of like go on adventures with, I guess you could say. And he kept hyping up this one house he knew about. He's like, yo, dude, like I found this place. It's an abandoned mansion. It's so fucking cool. It's super old. And like no one's there, and it's like in the middle of nowhere, and it's creepy. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, this doesn't sound fun at all. Why is he making it sound like it's fun? Like that sounds terrifying. He's like, come on, can we just drive by it? I was like, all right, fine. Like if you want to drive by it, sure. Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, we're just driving by it. It's no big deal, right? Like it's not like we're going inside of it or really like scoping it out. And he drove over to this abandoned mansion and parks out front. And he was right. It looked fucking terrifying. It looked super creepy. But it didn't look super, super old. Like, it looked older, but it didn't look so old to the point where it's, like, falling apart. And I was like, how'd you find this place? And he's like, I was just driving by here the other day with some friends, and I saw it. And I was like, and you're sure it's abandoned? He's like, yeah, like, I walked around it with a flashlight, like, no one was in it. And I was like, oh, well, it looks creepy. I don't know if I want to go in it at night, man. That sounds kind of terrifying. He's like, come on, let's just go inside. I'm like, no, dude, I don't want to go inside. Like, I don't want to take the risk. He's like, come on, bro. Like, you always go in these places with me. I'm like, I know, but like I don't know this place. Like all the other places I've like known and I've done research on and they're proven to be abandoned. They look very abandoned. That doesn't look very like safe or, you know, like super abandoned. You know what I mean? Like what if it's just someone's house and they're not here? He's like, no, dude, trust me. Like I walked by the windows the other day. Like it's destroyed in there. Like no one's living in there. It's impossible to live there. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not going inside. And he goes, fine, just wait here then. And he gets out of the car and he starts walking up to the front doors. I'm like, bro, like what are you doing? And he goes up to the front door, turns the knob, and it's open. He opens the door and just walks right in with his flashlight. And I was like, what the fuck? So I get out of the car and I run up to the porch. And I wasn't going to go inside. I'm like, I'm not going inside. Fuck that. That's way too creepy. I don't know this place. It's dangerous. But I was running up to the porch to stop my friend. And before I got there, he was already like pretty much inside, like too far. And I just whispered, I'm like, yo, come on, get the fuck out. Dude, let's go. Let's go. Like, seriously, let's go. And he's just like, shut up, shut up. And he starts walking up the stairs. So that's when I'm like, no, fuck this. And I run into the house really quick and grab onto his arm and start yanking on him to fucking pull him down from the stairs and pull him out of the house. And right as I start to do it, I hear, who's there? From the living room. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. We just really went into someone's house and it's not abandoned. And I was like, oh fuck. And me and my friend just look at each other and we just realize like, we're fucked. We're so fucked. This could go so many different ways, but so many of those ways end up with us getting hurt. So I just like think to myself, I'm like, all right, what do I do? What do I do? Do I run? Do I explain this? And I just go, hi, sir. My name's Austin. This is my friend. We're urban explorers. We explore abandoned buildings and take pictures and videos for social media. My friend here thought that this was an abandoned mansion, and clearly it isn't. I had a feeling that it wasn't, and that's why I was in here too. I was trying to grab him so we can leave because I had a bad feeling. Like, I promise we don't have any kind of weapons on us or anything, like, dangerous. We're not here to do anything dangerous or vandalize your house or do anything. He's just like, do you guys got ID on you? And I was like, yeah. And I pulled out my ID. My friend pulled out his. I even emptied my pockets just to prove to the guy, like, we're not some, like, house robbers or something. And he's like, what are you guys thinking? And I was like I said, sir, my friend wasn't really thinking at all. He thought that your house was completely abandoned and that we could just explore it. And then he goes, well, even if this house was abandoned, what makes you think it's a good idea to just come inside? There could be a bunch of crazy people sleeping here or something dangerous, like an animal. Like, it's not a good idea. I was like, no, I know, sir. It really is not a good idea. You're right. And he's like, you're really lucky that I'm me because a lot of people would shoot a trespasser just coming into their home in the middle of the night. Like, you scared the shit out of me. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And my friend kept apologizing too. And the guy was actually so cool about it. He's like, it's okay. Like, I'm not going to call the police or anything. Like, you guys are who you say you are. You clearly didn't have any bad intentions. You're both really young, just kind of exploring. But please, in the future, do not do stuff like this anymore. Like, it's really dangerous. Even if you think a building is abandoned, it's still really dangerous to go explore inside of it because you don't know what's inside. And I was like, I know, sir. I'm sorry. And he's like, it's okay. Sorry we had to meet like this. And my friend's like, no, it's my fault. Like, I'm sorry. And he's like, hey, man, it's okay. I never got to introduce myself. My name is, and he like reached out his hand. He shook our hands. Let's just say his name is Mike. And Mike's like, you guys want some water or something? I was like, actually, yeah, a little bit. He's like, all right, we got bottles in the kitchen. Follow me. And we followed him into the kitchen. I was still a little bit scared, but he grabbed us 2 bottles of water out the fridge. And I was looking around like while we were walking over there, and I just thought to myself, my friend is so fucking not smart. Because I was looking around and yeah, the house was a little bit messy, but it didn't look inhabitable or disgusting. Like my friend explained it. He's like, yeah, dude, it's 100% abandoned. No one could live there. It'd be impossible. He explained it like it was fucking trashed, and it wasn't at all. It was a little messy, but it's nothing that unusual. But yeah, in the end, I just drank my bottle of water in the kitchen with my friend and this guy, and we pretty much made friends. We had a 20-minute conversation about what we do for a living and stuff, and he was explaining his house and how he bought it and stuff, and he was a really cool guy. We became friends. I actually got his phone number, and we just became friends after accidentally kind of breaking into his house. Obviously we didn't break in, but you know what I mean. We kind of snuck in and accidentally trespassed. So yeah, it was just a crazy situation. And in the end, everything ended up being okay. Moral of the story is, don't do that. If your friend shows you a house and is yeah, it's abandoned, let's just sneak in. Don't sneak in. Even if it was abandoned, don't sneak in. Stay away from creepy ass buildings. Okay, guys? Appreciate all of you. I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Leave your guys' stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace out.